This is Akedeasha News.
Dignitaries shower encomiums on Wale Rufai as veteran broadcaster bows out of public service. Wednesday, 13 September 2023 will ever remain a lingering memory as dignitaries from length and breadth of the city turned out armors to extol the praise of one of their own, Wale Rufai, a renowned broadcaster and seasoned presenter, on the occasion of his 68th birthday and retirement from the active public service of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. The Honorable Commissioner of Oyo State Culture and Tourism Ministry, Dr. Wasiu Olatunbosun, joined a host of well-wishers to celebrate this quintessential personality of high repute in the broadcast industry. Olatunbosun described Alhaji Rufai as a hardcore professional and astute administrator who has nurtured a lot of young up-and-coming broadcasters to optimal performance, adding that he is an epitome of humility and a good family man. It was the reason to have identified with him and associated with his success on the remarkable occasion.
Wale Rufai is an epitome of humility as regards the personality. Very humble. He's a hardcore professional, a veteran broadcaster, and hardcore administrator. He has nurtured a lot of professional broadcasters. He's also a good family man.
The commissioner in his remarks also congratulated the newly appointed executive chairperson of the state's broadcasting corporation, Chief Mrs. Dotun Olaitan, on the new feat attained, affirming her to be a round peg in a round hole. He further wished her an outstanding and remarkable reign with landmark achievements to her credit on the elevated position.
As executive chairperson of BCOS, I want to say that she's a round peg in a round hole. She's a go-getter, very intelligent, veteran broadcaster, veteran newscaster, and very intelligent. An epitome of humility as well. So she combined that with amiable personality. I see her transforming the BCOS and lifting the BCOS to an enviable height that will be a pride to all public and private broadcasting outfits in Nigeria and the entire world.
Speaking at the occasion, the executive chairperson of BCOS, Chief Mrs. Dotun Olaitan, in a succinct description of the celebrant and retiree, attested him as a fantastic officer, a diligent worker, and a good ally who had worked meritoriously for over 30 years in the corporation, and that he will be dearly missed. She added that the presence of eminent personalities gracing the occasion is a clear testament of Wale Rufai's quintessential personality. Chief Olaitan further appreciated His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who availed her the opportunity to serve. She promised to key into the vision of the Omitutu 2.0 towards a sustainable development and to take BCOS to a lofty height by clinching back the lost glory of the corporation. She, however, beckoned and enjoyed all to come on board in partnership with the corporation and to also watch out for a new dawn.
My principal, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has graciously decided to make me the new head of this place. He must have his reasons, he must have his purpose for bringing me here. And I want to assure everyone that I'm keying in into the vision of His Excellency, my principal, Engineer Seyi Makinde. I'm keying in into the mission and purpose of Omitutu 2.0. And to the staff and the management of BCOS, it's going to be a new dawn. Like I told them, it's not going to be business as usual. Yes. So I've admonished them, we have talked, like brothers and sisters, that they must rise up to the vision. BCOS is going higher. BCOS is clinching back that old glory. BCOS is rising up again. And I enjoin you all to come on board with us because we are going further.
Wale Rufai, in his response, ascribed all glory to the Almighty God, who had kept him for 32 years in the service of the corporation under the tutelage of Sir Ban Jojo. He spoke on what has propelled him this far, which is an uncompromising passion and love for the job, and his desire to make an indelible impact on the corporation. Alhaji Rufai aspired to the post of the Director of Programs, and this was till his last day in service at the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS. He is also known as Olotu Agba due to his multitasking ability of casting, presenting, producing, translating, and lots more.
Perseverance. Because we didn't expect anything from this our journey. We came here with passion, love for the job. We want to be here, and we were here. We want to make impact, and by the grace of God, we are able to do that.
In separate remarks, Mr. Demola Adeniyi, a colleague and co-director in the corporation, now Rufai's successor as director of programs, described the celebrant as a program smart and a man who knows his onions, both in live and recorded productions, going further on him as a meticulous newscaster, producer, and program presenter. To his credit, he resuscitated a rendition, a special poetic program on both radio and television, and also revolutionized a era.
Wale Rufai has been an ideas man. He doesn't stop at that. He executes his ideas. And by the time he came on board as director of programs, you will hear that one of the testimonies that was given there was that he resuscitated the Ewe rendition, that is poem, Yoruba poems. And number two, he revolutionized Yara by bringing in new innovations. Then number three, as a no-nonsense administrator, he will not allow any of our staff members to do anything or do any shoddy job. So when you talk of Wale Rufai, you are talking of a man who knows his onions in terms of broadcasting.
While admonishing the celebrants and retiree on what next after retirement, a lecture delivered by Alhaja Romoke Ayinde, Kerom Lee, she stressed on the importance of being relevant even after bowing out of active service, hence the need to get engaged in profitable but less stressful activities, as much as rest is sweet after labor.
It's good, and likewise it is sweet. This is the reason for the admonition of everyone, which I put in quotes, that if you do not find time to rest, people will lay you to rest and tell your corpse to rest in peace. Please find time to rest. With this, I give my paper the topic "Rest is sweet after labor." This is so because retirement should be all about rest.
Eminent personalities at the occasion include the Maye Olubadan of Ibadan Land, High Chief Lekan Alabi, Arole Iba Oluyole, Chief Nureni Akanbi, the Babaloja General Alhaji Waike Abbas, his female counterpart, Chief Mrs. Saratu Aduke, Ambassador Romoke Ayinde, Kerom Lee, Olajide Olatoye Sugar, and others. Also in attendance were men of timber and caliber in the broadcast industry: Dr. Olayinka Joel Ayefele of Fresh FM, Alhaji Oriyomi Amsat of Agidigbo, Alhaji Boyega Lawal, Pastor Seun Awodele, the entire broadcast crew of BCOS, Mayor Isaac Brown, and many other iconic personalities in the industry who rose to celebrate a proud Zion of the broadcast talk for a safe landing in a journey of over 30 years. High points of the event were the launching towards the completion of the Ratau Hall of the BCOS chapter, gift and award presentations, cutting of the 60th birthday cake, and Hewi rendition by Prince Demola Adelabu, as well as the swell music performance by the famous inspirational gospel musician Dr. Yinka Ayefele. Opeyemi Oguniyi, reporting for Akedia News.